market hit a major new milestone today, with the Dow leaping past 23,000 for the first time, setting an all-new record high. Not bad, right? It's great. It's great news. It's the first time in history we have ever seen a level like this. So you want to see how much coverage it got on all the nightly newscasts this evening? Take a look.
It was another record day on Wall Street. The Dow closing up 160 points and closing over 23,000 for the first time, finishing the day at 23,157.
That's it. So just NBC. CBS and ABC, they didn't even bother. 23,000, it's a big deal. Does it leave any doubt in anyone's head that the mainstream media wants to ignore good news under the Trump administration? Joining us right now with reaction from Washington is Bob Cusick, editor-in-chief for the Hill newspaper. Good to see you, Bob.
Hey, Trish.
I mean, look, I know I'm a business reporter and everything, but 23,000 is a big, big deal. And the network evening newscast completely ignore it?
Yeah, no, that's right. I mean, this is something that the president has talked about, and he should talk about it, because honestly, most voters care far more about the economy and tax reform than they do about any Russia investigation. So this is something that I do think that some in the media have been antagonistic towards Trump. They're not going to give him credit no matter what. But it's something that Trump needs to keep talking about, because as we go into an election year, this is what's important. This is what people vote on.
But it's not even that they don't give him credit, Bob. It seems as though they're deliberately ignoring these important pieces of news. I mean, this is a major news headline: 23,000, a historic high on the Dow. Normally, or shall I say, if President Obama were in office, they would have been all over that. That would have been the lead on the nightly newscasts.
And if you look at polls, Trish, I mean, the optimism about the economy has definitely improved. I think that's partially because President Trump talks up the economy, where sometimes President Obama wouldn't talk up the economy. But we've seen indicators. Unemployment is down. This was something that in the Obama administration was high. It was at 10%. Certainly he inherited a bad economy, no doubt about it. But this is something that I think Republicans need to be talking more. Use the bully pulpit and not get distracted by other controversies.
I wonder. I think sometimes this must drive the media nuts. I mean, when there's these nuggets of good news out there, and they're just looking, as we talked about with Kayleigh, for ways to take him down. What do you say when the Dow is at 23,000 and unemployment is at a record low, and GDP, economic growth in our nation, is at 3.1%? I mean, these are cold, hard facts that are pointing to very positive things, but they don't want to tell that story, Bob.
Yeah, no, that's right. And I sent your producers that thehill.com has written about these economic issues and how they are a benefit to the president, because it's fair. If the economy's down, then we write that. And if the economy's up, it's something that helps the president, no matter who the president is. And that's how Bill Clinton got elected. He focused on the economy. And that's honestly where Hillary Clinton didn't talk as much about the middle class as some Democrats would have wanted. And that's why she lost.
Indeed. I mean, she wasn't able to relate. I used the expression, she was sort of the let them eat cake candidate, because she never related, Bob, to your average hardworking American who's trying to, make ends meet every week. And she, in many ways, deliberately ignored him. And yet this guy comes in and he's a billionaire. He's got more money than anyone else ever had to run for office. And he relates more to working class Americans than certainly Hillary Clinton, certainly Mitt Romney, certainly, many others.
That's exactly right, Trish. I mean, if you look at Mitt Romney didn't want to talk about his wealth. President Trump and candidate Trump love to talk about his wealth because, hey, I'm successful. I did it. And I'm hiring people who are successful to fill out my government. That was smart politics, and that's why he won.
Yeah, I don't think any American resents that. Americans want to see people prosper, and they want the opportunity to prosper themselves.
I agree.
So it's an important message. He ought to keep hitting it, and we're going to keep hitting it on Fox Business. You know that. Bob, thank you so much. That's actually all we have time for this evening. But tomorrow we'll be talking about Dow 23,000 and a whole host of other things on my show, The Intelligence Report, at 2 p.m. Eastern on the Fox Business Network, where I am every day. And I will be right back here for Fox News tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you then. Good night from New York.